Being a boxing fan is a lot like being a prisoner at times. You're at the mercy of the institution that can give you whatever they feel like on any given day. Sure, sometimes you might get the meal that you've been craving, but it won't wind up on your plate all that often. While baseball fans, for example, know the Yankees and Red Sox will play one another on a specific day, boxing fans hope for the best matchups, and many times they never happen at all. Donaire versus Guillermo Rigondeaux seemed destined to be one of those matchups. But lo and behold, we will see them in the ring together on Saturday night at Radio City Music Hall in New York, live on HBO with the Ring Junior Featherweight belt on the line. Donaire is the consensus next big star in boxing, and largely seen as the successor to his countryman Manny Pacquiao. For years, he was placed in most pound-for-pound lists based primarily on visible talent, his devastating power, and uncommon explosiveness from different angles. But after winning titles in 4 weight classes and earning Fighter of the Year honors in 2012 for beating 4 world-class opponents, fans wanted to see the Filipino Flash take that defining test. The man most considered to be that test is Guillermo Rigondeaux. Perhaps the greatest amateur fighter to ever lace up the gloves, El Chacal racked up somewhere between 250 and 400 wins, depending on which Cuban historian you ask. Thanks to that pedigree, he's been able to fast-track as a pro, winning an interim world title in his 7th pro fight and now holding the full WBA super bantamweight title. It would be tough to find 2 more talented fighters in the sport to match up. Stylistically, this fight is likely going to come down to 2 things: Rigondeaux's chin and Donaire's ability to play the aggressor. Donaire undoubtedly has the advantage in the power department as the much larger fighter and, from what we've seen, the more devastating puncher. But he has looked most uncomfortable when having to hunt his opponents down, most notably in fights against Omar Narvaez and Toshiaki Nishioka. Rigondeaux is a master counterpuncher who wants to react to his opponent. He can surely make Donaire miss, but can he make him pay for missing often enough to deter him from throwing those power shots that ultimately are going to land once in a while? And if they do land, can Rigondeaux take the punch? He has been hurt and dropped already in his career and seems to want to hold on every time he gets hit hard. Is that a sign of a smart boxer, though, or does it suggest something about his durability? One thing we do know is that Donaire has never faced someone with the kind of unwavering confidence that Rigondeaux has. He's too brash to go into survival mode like Nishioka or Narvaez. But Rigondeaux has also never faced someone, amateur or pro, who can look him in the face and say, "I'm as talented as you," and believe it. Ultimately, on Saturday night, the starving boxing fans will get the kind of fight and the kinds of answers to tough questions that they rarely receive.